Roll Out.
It's the all new Rollout Show. Talking about going to jail. Anyway,
You're going downtown.
can I speak to your supervisor, please?
Yeah, supervisor, live right there.
You gonna call another nigga to arrest me?
Yeah.
Bad enough I gotta deal with you, Anderson.
We need backup.
It is the all new Rollout Show right here at Morris Media Studios. Speedy and Friends is where you can watch the show at. Speedy, the letter N, Friends. And I'm Speedy.
I'm the poetess.
Kente from the Yay.
Nikki Pam.
Contagious.
And Archie, the white boy, the most ignorant with the least pigment, is on a hot mic. I got a hot fuzzy.
The mics are hot.
Mics are hot.
There we go. Dim them motherfuckers down.
That's a little bit better. There we go.
Yeah, put him in jail. Anyway,
You're under arrest.
Poetess is on you, baby.
Because Speedy don't know our next
No, I know.
steps, But I'm going to educate.
I don't want to fuck it up. Just be like, show your love for 187. There's a whole lot of shit to go with that.
I want to, I'm happy to say that Code 187 from Above the Laws in the house. He
Build it.
is
Yes, sir.
West Coast royalty. He's a legend here on the West Coast. He was here from the beginning with the whole Ruthless, Eazy E family.
And apparently, because you went to high school where?
Can he?
I went to high school in L.A. County, though. I went to high school in Pomona.
You said L.A. County, like the jail. Nigga. I was bunk 52 upper, nigga.
L.A.
Yeah, well, my
County.
family from South Central, though.
Oh, okay,
so,
yeah. I grew up in Normandy.
Can't finish the intro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
I know that well.
Welcome to the show, Code
Thanks for having me,
187.
Poetess. Thank you.
So you heard us talking about encounters. So what did you do, Raggedy? That you
Oh, we go.
went
back.
to jail?
We got,
You
only
did
got
some raggedy
45
shit.
minutes.
You did some raggedy shit.
Nah, I mean, I went to prison, so
Well, yeah. I mean,
You did something, Raggedy.
he said, "No, I just went to prison."
for about 400 pounds of marijuana. So,
Let's talk after the show.
He don't still have it, RT.
Wait, Chino?
Confiscate that.
Were you Chino?
Nah, I was actually got caught in Detroit. My case was out of
Shit. You had the real shit.
Phoenix. Yeah. I was, you know.
Oh, you went to
I was-
Phoenix?
in the '80s? I was a drug dealer, man. That's what I did. So when you talk about like getting, county lids and all that, I done did all that. You know.
Well, I did time at Tracy, so I didn't.
Oh, well,
Now you want to start upping your ante and shit.
There you go.
I'm like, really, nigga?
I wasn't supposed to go to Tracy. And he knows. Tracy is like, at that time, they called it Gladiator School.
Yeah.
And so that was where they sent all the little knucklehead, young, you think you Billy a badass, they send you there. So when I look on the sheet, and I'm like, again, I'm in there for GTA. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I said, Tracy. And the little young nigga went, nigga, what you do, cuz? I said, I stole a car. They was like, ooh, you did something else, nigga, because where you going is real. I'm like, why am I going to Tracy? So I get there, and back then they had a statue in the front.
Yeah.
They took it down, though. They had a statue for a gladiator. It was right in the front of the fucking thing.
Of the prison?
Yeah. So I get there, and it's a whole lot of young niggas. The first day there, the dude was lifting weights in the weight room and get busted in the head with the weights. So they got rid of the weights. So that was my existence. And my roommate, well, I'm calling roommate, but my cellmate.
Cellmate?
Celly.
Yeah, you're selling.
Again,
Trying to make it
was
sound
in
like
there-
he was off in college, nigga.
It kind of get like that though.
This nigga named Top Cat had 15 to life.
Ooh, wait.
And he didn't do the murder, but he told the niggas to do it.
Right.
Top
He's a
Cat.
shot caller.
Top
Might
Cat.
be Top Cat, but you on the bottom bunk.
Yeah. But Top Cat couldn't read.
Okay.
So
Like, read this book to me.
He was getting letters.
Blind leading the blind.
Fuck you, I can actually read. So anyway.
Yeah, he was like, damn, you can
Top
read.
Cat, so Top Cat was like, nah, man, my girl sending me letters to read.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
first
yeah,
couple
yeah.
letters, like, I'm going to stay with you. She said she going to
hell
stay
no.
with him. Boom. So he get another letter.
Oh, he got
that
that
broke
one.
up later?
Oh,
Got
that
the Dear
one.
John, I went.
He got that one.
I stared. I went, hey, she missed you, and yeah. I said, nigga, I'm not reading this
I'm-
shit.
I'm
This
never
nigga got
reading
15
another
to
letter.
life.
So
I
nigga
had
gonna
like maybe
tear.
4 more months to go. I got like 18 months. I was supposed to do 8.
Yeah.
So I got like 4 months to go. He had asked me, he said, how long you got, dog? Oh, I got 4 years, nigga.
Yeah. You better say that. You better say
I'm
that.
being for a minute. So, nigga, I'm reading the letter, and it says, I can't stick around for you. I'm not going to. She said, what'd she say? Psh, you going to stay hanging there, man.
She loves you
She
very
gonna
much.
send you some, and I did. It's like she gonna send you some zoom zooms and wham whams, and shit's gonna be real cool.
Ain't it real quick? Oh,
And I was going, can I get a supervisor, please?
I know. I was
We
watching
call a supervisor. Right?
a video yesterday on the first time you go to prison.
Yeah.
And it tells you all these rules, what not to do
Yeah.
to prevent sexual abuse. In
Well, not
prison.
that. Well, no, and he'll do. That shit only happen to motherfuckers that you invite that shit in your
Yeah.
life. You borrowing cigarettes and
You don't go
Yeah,
in
they
debt.
said-
you
they
don't
say-
never go in debt. You don't never. That's one thing you never do first. And then you never in the
hungry,
day
nigga.
room. You never get in no conflict.
Yeah.
Because that's an easy way to just get red lit.
Yeah.
You know,
And-
green
and-
lit. You know, blue lit. Everything. You know,
Fuck that.
everything is on from there. You
Yeah.
know, so they tell you don't
keep
take
to yourself.
nothing.
Keep
Yeah,
to yourself. If you get in a
yeah.
fight, nigga, fight till you win.
Don't borrow conversary. Don't do none of that.
Fighting myself.
Yeah, they said that in the video.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
Don't like they'll put like cigarettes or candy on your bed. Don't
No,
eat
don't
them.
take
Don't
it.
smoke
Yeah,
them because then
You walk in, there's a Snicker you didn't
Damn.
buy. I'm good.
Yeah.
Don't eat
exactly.
that.
That's what they
Really?
say. That
Don't eat
you
So
that
let me ask you this: if a dude comes out of jail and then he's always talking to you about doing it in the ass and shit,
Yeah.
should I assume some shit happened in there?
Yeah.
You probably
Just saying.
should.
I would shingle his ass.
Right. Exactly.
Well, let's
Pam was like,
If
I'm
a
asking.
nigga
let's
like jail more than
transition.
he like the streets, you should have a problem with that.
Pam was like, I was asking
if
for
he
a
like
friend.
you, if he don't like you more than flag football,
Now, Pam, I like sexy talk. I want you to go, no, stop it. No, stop it. Please, God, no, stop it.
Just say Newports and Camels all day.
I want to. So Hutch,
Yeah.
how did you
Hutch.
transition?
Who the hell is Hutch?
That's
Code
me.
187.
And she just know man, we know each other like
Yeah.
But you knew his name was Hutch too if he had the album.
that. Yeah. There you go, huh?
How did you transition from being, a hustler on the streets to your music career?
Oh well. First, me and my crew, we took our street money and we developed Above the Law. We did a demo with our street money, and then from there we actually took our demo to Laylaw from NWA, and then and he took it to Eazy E and Dr. Dre, and at the time they were starting Ruthless Records, and they loved what we was doing at the time, and that took us off the streets. Unfortunately, the crazy story is that at that time they had started the Eazy Does It Straight Outta Compton tour, right? And we stayed home, but we young and we hustling, so we still hustle. Even though they told us, "Oh, we're gonna sign y'all." You know how that transition is with the attorneys and they negotiating back and forth. We like, man, we gotta make
eat
some money.
today.
We got cars, and back then we
This
had
is taking a
cars,
while.
places, all that, baby mamas, all kind of stuff, right? And it took a while. So Dre and Law called us off the tour and was like, "Hey, man, we hearing some things out there because we've been throwing big parties. We was turned up before the word was turned up." Saying, so he said, "Hey, man, y'all need to stop. We're gonna sign y'all." So they flew us out. They actually flew us out on the Eazy Does It tour to monitor us.
Keep y'all out of trouble.
Exactly.
Sit
Yeah.
over there by them speakers, nigga.
Right.
These niggas is
Y'all
fucking up.
stay over there.
And then that was the transition. I mean, from there, after the tour ended, Eazy actually physically signed us, gave us legitimate money, and told us to stop hustling.
Okay, so how many bitches you fuck on road?
on the
Oh,
road,
God.
oh man, let me tell you something. My girlfriend that I had at the time looked real different when I got off tour.
Yeah.
Because to me, all of them looked like groupies.
Yeah.
That's how many it was. I mean, NWA was like the Beatles, man. So it wasn't their groupies were like R&B groupies at the time.
Shut up.
Oh my God.
Like
That tour
waiting
was
by the
crazy.
room.
Oh yeah, hallways. Oh, when you came from
Who
the
got the most in the crew of NWA?
oh Eazy E, of course.
Damn.
Eazy E broke a record one
was
night. He
gonna
got 10 one night. Well, he had 9 when he got on the tour bus, and by the time we left that city, he had banged another broad in the tour bus bathroom in the little back suite, and that was 10 for that 24-hour time frame.
Damn.
Yeah, he was raw.
Yeah.
They mentioned
He ain't like rubbers either a lot. So.
You think? God.
Because Eazy has
I
as
was
many
like-
kids as you, Speedy.
Oh wow.
He has about 8 kids.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, Speedy don't like rubbers neither.
Shout out to Awkward. Okay.
Shout out
Moment.
Shout out to
Speedy
Going
had
Raw.
a
Shout out to
moment.
Checkup, nigga.
Yeah.
No, I've had the groupies. The groupies is if you never had the groupies on the road, this shit is
Yes.
Speedy, you
they
had
get cracking.
groupies.
Man, shit.
I had one when I was on tour with NWA. I had one crazy groupie. She wanted to kill herself because I kicked her out the room.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts. And,
Wow.
and she was going through every room looking for me.
So how many have you had in one?
And one night,
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's average.
That's average.
So you have
Average.
but you had that go getter, and we used to call them the worker bees.
What's
Right.
the-
The worker bee come
What's
in and work everybody, do everybody.
There you go.
And she was like, "I just want to meet Jamie." So Jamie's dumbass.
That's
I go,
fucked up.
okay, cool. Let me get, hey Fox. He's like, "Yo, this the worker bee." I said, "It's the worker bee." Man, she take a picture with you. He's like,
Is the worker be a hard sell?
They can be,
Yeah.
but sometimes they're worker bees. They do what they do in every city, every concert that come through, whatever it may be. They go, and then you let you know they work a bit. Well, Nelly was here last week, and I went to his show. And
Right.
Okay.
And
So
y'all
you're
still
fucking
wanna
Nelly,
hit
huh?
that?
Problem. They don't have a problem with it. You know?
Y'all still want to hit that?
Let's make sure we get this clear. We're dudes. We need to get
Whatever.
the count
They
up.
ain't trying to marry the
Yeah,
bride.
damn, man. We ain't trying to have him play flag football with him.
and they don't really look like Cookie, on the block, the crackhead.
No, they don't.
look fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
You
just
don't-
worker bees.
You don't really know. I mean, you can't really tell.
They
look
love the
fly.
excitement of being with
Yeah,
so and so, and I was with so, and I got into this free, and my
Right.
kids came and saw this show, and this. And
Now,
that.
what's bad is that when you with people that you know and you see that groupie and y'all unhit,
Yes.
it's real awkward.
Yeah.
That has happened.
So who is that? Just go, bitch.
Crazy person, don't know her.
Right, exactly.
So Hutch, a lot of people that have been around since the beginning of your career, they actually credit you for making the G-Funk sound.
Yeah.
Because you were producing way back then.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
It's finally I got credited for it. Being a producer that done it. The funny thing about it is that I'm the person that discovered Snoop and Warren G.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when Ruthless ended up breaking up, for us NWA breaking up, and then the cliques going half and half, like Dre went over to Death Row, and so did Snoop and Warren, because they were at Ruthless. They were going to be signed under Law House under me and Law.
Wow.
And when we was developing Black Mafia Life, we were recording Black Mafia Life and recording Niggas for Life at the same time. And
that's after Cube left the group?
that's after Cube left. That's
Okay.
the second NWA record. And that's the sound that G-Funk was birthed in Black Mafia Life. What happened was when Warren and Snoop went over, they were highly influenced by what we were doing, and also I was producing with Dre at the same time, so some of the theories end up being on A Chronic as well as on Black Mafia Life.
Okay.
But I'm the producer
minute.
that actually developed that sound.
Wait a minute, Hutch? Like Willie Hutch?
Yeah, that's my uncle.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
My dad was his writer.
And
in
he
the band.
produced the Max
The Mac.
soundtrack.
Max sound, which that-
Foxy
I-
Brown, The Last Dragon.
Damn.
Motherfuckers
He
don't
wrote
understand.
"I'll Be There."
See,
My
now
dad-
now I'm seeing. I'm
my dad
here.
was his writer and producer, and he produced and wrote for the Jacksons, the Commodores, the Miracles.
Hell yeah.
His name's Richard Hutch.
Was he an influence in your musical
That's what I was
career?
going to ask.
Oh, definitely. I mean, because I grew up being a musician. So first,
And selling dope.
Yeah, I studied music since I was 6
Hey,
years
there's a
old.
kilo in that saxophone. Grab that. There's a kilo in that sax.
I play bass guitar, I play trumpet,
up.
and I play piano. Yeah, and that's what I
For
studied.
those who don't
growing
know,
up.
if you're too young, Willie Hutch, that soundtrack from the Mac, I got.
That's right.
It's hard to get. I have that motherfucker. And you got to see, and you see the dudes dressed in their little suits, pretty girl, doing the little dances, and I was
I
like, Willie
Choose You,
Hutch,
all
and he had some great movies, and you come from a good valley, man.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is that before I took the demo to Law, I took it to my uncle and my father, and they were like, "You're crazy," because back then that's when hip hop really took off, And then me growing up with writers and producers in the house with me and around me, most of my life. I just wanted to do something different, like they did in the 70s and the 60s. They really, laid hell of groundwork, as far
right,
as
man.
groundbreaking music. So I thought gangster rap or hardcore rap or hip hop in general was the groundbreaking new music. So
Did they like it or they didn't understand it?
they didn't understand
Didn't
it
understand
at first. They didn't. They understood the musical aspect of it, but the content, what we speaking about, they really didn't understand it. And because since I was like a teenager and I was really rebellious, because I did come from a musical family, but I ran with the type of cats that was in the streets all the time because I was enthused with that life, like the 80s. You know how it was. It's who you run. It was your influences.
Like, listen,
really.
son, you need a romantic song for the ladies. Oh, I got a song on fucking bitches. That's my song.
There you go.
Better have all my money.
Because that was
romantic.
the lingo. Because that was the lingo of the cats I ran with. So we spoke it like that. So, but after a while, my father, he really understood it. thing he was most proud of, they were most proud of, is that I always kept it musical. So when we go back to the G-Funk thing, that was my point of doing that, to be more musical with hip hop, with hardcore hip hop, because up to that was boom and a bap and a rap. That's what it was.
What did you think of Straight Outta Compton? Was it on point? How did you feel about it?
I mean, for me being there, it was 85% correct.
Okay.
You know, and to make it really literal, like me and POTUS talked about this. I said we still be watching the movie right now.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
If to
Yeah,
make
if they had
every
to fill-
to
yeah,
get
get
it all,
everything in there, yeah.
So
There was the part. I'm sorry, Nick Pan. The
okay.
part that there was a discrepancy in was the part about them making it seem like Eazy was having hard times financially, and a lot of people say that that's not true. That he was always balling because he had the royalties from the Chronic album.
That's right. Yeah.
He had Bone Thugs and Harmony. So how could he have been?
And I think, and I think with Hollywood, the way they had to make it, I think that was more trying to assassinate Jerry Heller's character and show how bad he done him. But really, that wasn't the reality. It's like the reality of saying if someone gives you $10 million and you're missing 5, but you still
got 5,
pretty wealthy. You know, it was that type of money was missing. It wasn't like he had 10 million and then he only got 1 of the 10. It wasn't a TLC thing.
Always
and
feel.
to me, that kind of how it felt, like he was doing dirtball bad. When yes, there was some stealing going on, and you know.
Yeah. That's all in all the record business like that. But I always feel like
absolutely.
they always
especially
made,
back then, because everything was new then.
Yeah, and they would take. I always feel like in the record business and just in general, whenever black folks are doing good, they always want to make it look. They always want to make it look like.
No pun intended.
Why you look at me?
They always want to make it like.
Hold on a second, Speedy. Let me call my supervisor. Hold on one second.
Like when they tried to put out the thing that Michael was broke, and I told motherfuckers, I said, I'm gonna
For
show you.
50.
Yeah, and I said, I'm gonna show you how Michael can never be broke. He owned the catalog for the Beatles.
Yeah.
And if you really think about it, after he died or before he died, you couldn't get any of the Beatles shit. Not on iTunes, you couldn't get it.
Right.
The minute he passed away, a few years later, they bought it. All that shit's on there. So it makes you think. So they have to give you that perception that
Absolutely.
oh yeah, he was balling, but he started.
And
doing
you know
bad.
how movies work.
Yeah,
you
they
know
gotta
how
make-
it works.
you gotta give that-
it has
embellish
to,
something, yeah.
Exactly, it has to feel like that. So in order for you to actually feel it, like how Eric was really. But I think they missed the fact that Eazy was a very shrewd businessman, you know, and his biggest mistake was that he didn't fire Jerry Heller when he needed to fire him, and that's when we started feeling really funny about Jerry.
So
because it's the franchise, you know, like
should he have fired him before Cube left?
No, I think he should have fired him when Cube, like when we actually lost Cube. I think that's when he should have questioned it. When Dre started talking about leaving, he should have fired him, because that was the franchise. You know, it's like I explained it to people like this. I said, look, being a young executive is really hard. I've been one myself, you know, in this music industry. And you're right. We all signed the contracts that we agreed to sign. No one forced us to do anything, right? But I think where Eric messed up is that when Dre was like, well, the paperwork is not right, he should have been like, why forfeit the franchise for the GM? We can get any GM now. We're selling millions and millions of records.
Right, he don't mean
We can
shit.
get anybody to run this label that's smart, you know, that want to play fair with all of us. And that was a rookie executive mistake that he made. Yeah.
So I just saw on, I think it was TMZ Live yesterday, that they're going to be doing Straight Outta Compton. Was it? I don't know if it's going to be
it's like a
TV
documentary.
show, or is it? I don't know
is
if
it
it's gonna-
doc?
Well, you know,
No, it's
now,
not a doc. No, because they're going to have Dre's son in it too.
Yeah. So here's the thing about Hollywood.
Is it like a spinoff? Or?
Here's a good.
I took it like a TV series.
Here's a good and
okay.
bad thing about Hollywood.
That may be okay.
When they can make money on us, then now they want to. Now they want to
everybody-
believe in
Yeah,
the shit.
now it's- yeah.
When the shit was like they're doing this movie, them motherfuckers stood back like.
You're right.
Because I was talking to Fox, and Fox said the projective was supposed to be like maybe they might make 20 million, maybe they might get
As
15.
soon as it does hundreds, they're like, oh shit.
Now, okay,
Now we
let's
gotta-
do all this. Now they want
Now
to do
it's
everybody's
spin-off.
story.
Only
Now it's
30 to make.
NWA.
It only cost 30
Yeah.
to make, and it made what? Where is it at? Like
100 now?
140, yeah.
Now it's NWA Go Surfing.
Well, to me, I feel like this. I feel like this. It kind of tarnishes what we all did when if they're not involved in it, because one thing everyone has to realize is that NWA is, to me, like for my era, is our Beatles.
Yeah.
They did something for a short period of time and broke records, and I don't think you mess with that legacy. I think that's the great part about Straight Outta Compton, is that it feels just like it felt when we first did it.
And they only
Absolutely.
really
So you
did
think they're
one
gonna do-
album, right?
Two.
Two, yeah.
Yeah, they did two.
But
you got Niggas for Life and you got Straight Outta Compton, and then you have the Posse record.
Yeah,
and,
but you were like, 'cause I remember I heard an interview with you, and you said you knew Cube was leaving because you guys did the grand finale.
Right.
On everyone like they did on DLC.
Right, we did the last song.
And then he didn't show up.
He didn't want to. And see, this it's crazy because Above the Law, we were the first, Cube befriended us first. We hung out with Cube the most before we signed, with them because him and Laylaw were like, tight. They were tightest. And he used to always come around. We was cutting demos and doing all kind of stuff. So when we made the deal with Eric, it's kind of like right after the tour, like you see in the movie when they got off the tour bus, like shortly, maybe a few months after that, I think the Super Bowl weekend, he just exited. And then we called him, was like, hey, man, we went through the last song. He said, I don't really do business with Eric, but we like, hey, what's up with us? And he was gone. The next thing I seen when we signed to Epic we had signed off to go do our press day in New York. We seen him with Chuck and them with the Bomb Squad, and he was working on America's Most. I was like, he's out of here for sure.
Now, what was the Bomb Squad? I mean,
they
would be.
So that was kind of coincided then. So you're saying that you guys got your deal. Cube is leaving at the same time, so you're not really knowing. You knew you're going to sign with Eazy, or you?
No, we knew. We already had signed.
Okay,
but we didn't know how serious the conflict was with them until the tour ended. When the tour ended, it was like overnight. It was like, Cube tripping. He won't sign. That was going in the air.
Was it because of the Jerry Heller conflict?
Yeah,
like that's what it was. He didn't like the business end of it.
Absolutely, it wasn't. To me, everybody signed it under a situation to where it wasn't fair business, but like my man say, hey, when you young, and that paper's there, you gonna sign it, and that's the nature of it.
So, $75,000 checks
and you ain't never seen that shit before.
And you have not,
what was the biggest thing you bought with your first big check?
Oh, when I signed to Tommy Boy, I bought a 600, man.
Cash? Shut the fuck up. So briefcase, what'd you do?
Nah, it was a check.
Damn!
I didn't do.
Let's try it again. Briefcase.
Because I had been in the business. I had been in the business, but in the
he was
beginning,
already making money.
Yes.
I want to do the briefcase.
Yeah, I was already in the business for a minute. Then you don't do that.
He's not gonna do that.
You don't pop the
The biggest thing I probably bought with cash was jewelry.
How much?
Like $15,000. Like that. Yeah.
So, Hutch, what is something
in your pocket?
Oh yeah, a couple pockets.
That's
you count it out.
You can't over here getting excited. Daddy, what kind of jeans was you wearing?
Yeah.
So,
and I shut down the store before buying clothes. I've shut down the whole store. I want all that. Yeah.
Slauson.
All that. Yeah.
Because Battle Cat,
you did all that? I'll take all that.
I've done that. Yeah, I've had a day like that.
We had Battle Cat on the show last week, and he said the first thing he bought was some clothes. He went to the swap.
Oh yeah.
Tore it down.
Yeah, I've done that.
All you guys buy is khakis, Levi's,
white tees.
But our sneaker game is always correct. Our tennis shoe game is always correct.
This dude was like, every time I see you at new shoes, I said, I'm old. And one thing I got to have, my sneaker game got to be right.
That's right.
I got at least 45.
We have no
50.
more khaki for you. We sold out.
So the fans want to know, Hutch, there's word going around that you are on the new Dr. Dre album. And what is your relationship with Dre now?
My relationship with Dre is cool. We back on point. I mean, we back to how Eazy would want it to be. Me, him, and Exhibit did a record together called Loose Cannons on his new album.
Okay.
On Compton, the soundtrack. It was a blast because I haven't worked with Dre since 1990.
Damn.
Wow.
I hadn't worked with him. I mean, we always been in passing, and a lot of things. I've worked for him a couple of times because I was developing Eve over at Aftermath, and some soundtrack stuff that I was doing, that he was involved with, and stuff like that. But I haven't worked directly with him since 89, 90.
So this movie has really had an impact on Dre, huh? I mean, they say it's inspired the Compton album, and then now he's getting back together with all of you guys.
That was his. When I came in, he was like, man, after a month shooting a movie, he was like, man, I got inspired to do music, and it was crazy because although he has billions, he works like it was back in the 80s, like how he comes in the studio and he's all involved, all over the project. The Compton record, to see it being done was incredible because me and Warren G was talking about this at the reunion thing. He was like, man, he's like, you been in the studio with Dre? He's like, yeah, man. He said, Dre worked like he broke, man. I can't stay in the studio that long. I said, I feel you. I said, I went in the studio with Dre at 6 o'clock at night. Me and him didn't leave till 7 o'clock the next morning.
Damn.
Yep, that's working.
What?
And he have a problem with it. He wasn't taking no hour off. And, none
Do
of
that song
I love
again.
it.
So Hutch, we all know that, and it even shows in the movie that Eazy was never a rapper.
no.
So
He'll tell you that too. You know that.
Yeah. He never bragged about that. So tell us some things about Eazy that people may not know. I knew Eazy. He worked at he had a show at the Beat, Ruthless Radio, and he was very generous.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know he used to take kids from the neighborhood, get a bus, take them to Disneyland. What are some of the things that you think is most misunderstood about Eazy E?
That he took something from somebody. You know, Eazy never took anything from anybody. You know, one time me and E had got into it about Dre, and he showed me a lot of paperwork, and he's so crazy, he'll take you like, okay, meet me right here, and he showed me the checks that he wrote that were cashed by people. He was like, man, I never stole nothing from nobody. And he was just such a down-to-earth dude to me. Like, he was a type of person I could call at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, he'd still be up. If I had any issue, any financial situation, he'd be there. You know, and he never, I remember one thing distinctively about him that's really, you know, really made me look at, because I'm a father too, and I said, me and him was rolling one night coming from somewhere, probably doing something crazy. And I was like, man, why you be rolling so hard? You work so much, you got millions of dollars. And he's like, man, I got kids, man. He said, man, I don't know when this gonna end or dry up, man. I'm trying to keep it rolling, man, you know. So just for my kids. And he broke it down. He's like, man, you got to stay like this. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. When Eazy was really balling out of control, he worked like he was broke. You know,
In music, or did he diversify into other things like, I don't know, real estate, or was his money primarily in music?
He owned property and stuff like that, and he owned a lot of things. But you know, one thing about Eric was like a visionary. Like, for him to see the type of people that he signed to still be relevant today.
Yeah, when he died, he had about 30 groups on the list.
Right, it's like he's a visionary, and most of them. I mean, you talking about the Black Eyed Peas, you talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony, you talking about Above the Law, you talking about, you know, he got behind the Dr. Dre, he got behind the Cube, he got behind all these people that now when you look at music, he's kind of like really instrumental in the Kendrick Lamars and the Games and the 50s and the Eminems and stuff like that. But that's one thing I could think, if he was living, he would have the same thing that everybody else had: liquor, speakers, headphones.
Because
his vision was like that.
Because he was already on his way to doing.
He was doing
things.
the Eazy,
and I thought
Eazy woofers, the Eazy E woofers, all that. He actually had a game that was like Grand Theft Auto. Called Boys in the Hood. Yeah, it was just like Grand Theft Auto.
I think the movie, that's the one thing I did get out of it at the end, when it tied it, you know, it showed all these different entities that came from NWA. And without NWA, you don't have Eminem. You don't have 50. You don't have G Unit. You don't have none of that shit. And you have to look back and go, God damn, this motherfucking group, if it didn't,
they changed the course of urban music. You have to realize, like, if you look at, do you guys look at a lot of unsungs?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
If you look at a lot of unsungs, they blame a lot of their demise on Eazy E and gangster rap.
Yeah,
they blame it on it. So what that means is that you came with a form of music that changed the course of music.
Yeah.
That changed everybody's ideals, everybody's point of views.
But we didn't know it. We just thought it was West Coast rap. We didn't know. Gangsta, nigga, that's just West Coast. And we
was making that shit, man. We were just trying to make legal money, man, and have fun. We didn't know it was going to take off like that.
And be local stars, like I said.
Oh, absolutely, because hip-hop wasn't...
Changed the world.
Oh, hip-hop wasn't like that.
But you're right. But the fact that he could find somebody like a Bone Thugs and Harmony, where you're like, how did you find... Out of Cleveland.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you find...
Well, Bone sent their tape in, and...
But they went to... Just get it correct. They went to... before they went to Eazy E. They went to Tone Loc.
That's right.
Went to his house, and Tone told him to bounce.
Yeah.
So much for his visionary.
I don't know. Is that true? We have to fact check.
That's actually true.
No, that's true.
That's why he lives with somebody.
Hutch looking like, okay.
Tone Loc was like, I'm going to kick out everybody. I'm going to kick out everybody.
Now,
and they weren't like that when he first found them, you know, because they actually, we met them on the road, and then we heard it, and then they came out here on a bus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he said, I'll hook y'all up, and Eric did it. You know, I'm going to tell you something about Bone. It was so far-fetched because at the time, when Dre left, I was his right hand. You know, I was his liaison at the time, like, for music. He was like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I was like, I don't know. But when they got with the producers and started cutting, I was like, they got something. And his vision for them was like and it was incredible. I mean,
they came out of
he
nowhere.
was the only one seen it.
But I was about to say, they're not as polished as they, like when they first started, you were probably like, I don't know.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I-
The early demos weren't like when they got with the producers at Ruthless. You could tell they had potential, but what he used when he put the harmony, the bone doesn't, when he said sing a little more, put a little melody to it, when they really got that whole concept together, which to me was a lot to do with Eazy, because his vision, that's when they really start being taken serious.
And they still love Eazy to this day.
Oh yeah, those
They
are my
always-
guys. Those are my little brothers, man. I watched them grow, man. I'm so happy. They're like one of the biggest hip hop selling groups in history.
Their unsung was deep. Their unsung was deep.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, Hutch, are you working on any new music?
Yes, actually, right now I'm working on my solo album. It's executive produced by me and Laylaw.
Yeah.
It's called A Black Godfather.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's everybody on it right now.
Okay,
Nice.
so
The singles
we
come-
lost KMG.
Oh yeah,
from Above
my
the
brother,
Law.
man. Yeah, my brother. Yeah.
So it's just you're doing a solo thing.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is me and DJ Chaos and Cocaine, we cut about 26 songs with me, him, and KMG on it. So what we're gonna do the 25th anniversary of Above the Law coming out next year, and then we're gonna do a dedication album to him, which is another 10 songs, and then we're doing a book with the rest of the songs. It's called Living Like Hustlers.
Nice.
25 years later.
And I think y'all could actually say, because the movie did so great, now the light is being shined back on L.A.
Absolutely.
And everything we do, everything y'all do, they want to know. And I'm telling you, them white folks. them white folks.
RT included.
Yeah. One thing I've known since I've been
offense.
doing stand-up is that, and I never got offended at comedy clubs, and comedians would get mad if the white guys don't come over here. I said, they only going to come over here when they know they can make some money.
Oh, yeah.
So when they do come, they know they can make some money.
Absolutely.
They don't give a fuck about your religion. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If you can make them some money,
They good.
and now that this movie has done all this shit, everybody that comes in there, and I got a story about some niggas who ride in low riders.
I love it. We'll buy it.
Yeah, they just gonna do it.
Sounds great.
So in the words of 2 Chainz, because I met him, he was like, I'm gonna do everything while
There
I'm
you go.
hot. You do it all while you hot.
right.
Get that shit. Fuck that. Do it. I hope they do Outta Compton 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to never quote 2 Chainz again as a philosophy.
I like 2
well,
Chainz.
here's
And
the
reason.
people don't know 2
As a
Chainz
philosophy.
been around.
Yeah, he been
For a
around
long time.
You know
And
that
I
boy.
met him in New York,
That's
and
Titty
he
boy.
said, look, like you said, I don't know how long this door going to be open for me. Because he was like, I'm doing everything. He did Saturday Night Live. He was doing a couple other talk shows. He was on everybody's album. He said,
Close
I'm
that
going to
damn
do
door
everything.
quickly.
I know, right? How old is he, Speedy? Is he like?
2 Chainz been around for a minute.
He's
Because
like
he was
big-
Titty
I heard
Boy.
he's in his 40s.
That's what I
Yeah,
heard.
he's in his 40s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When he
was
came
Titty-
out,
he
he
was
was-
Titty Boy back then.
Yeah.
Welcome to Under the Bus, where we throw everyone under the bus.
But I don't see
2
what's
Chainz is 50.
I don't really see what's wrong with that. Really. I mean, for
Do
us,
it all.
a little-
That's what you're supposed to do.
yeah,
And
yeah.
motherfuckers don't understand. That's why I always trip. And a lot of people don't know, like, Boys and Men decided, I'm going to take a break. You take a break if you want
You
to.
take
And
a
you're
break.
black.
It's
That's
all
your
broke.
ass.
Yeah.
You got to do like all these white. They do 9 to 6 shows. You don't give a fuck about being ran thin, because when the door closed, when your 15 minutes is up,
That's right, it's up.
It's up. And when you blacking is up, it's a motherfucker to show up to the club and they go,
Fortunate thing
we
about
need you to stand outside.
Yeah, the fortunate thing about hip hop, I don't care if they're selling potato chips or water, they need us.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what became great for hip hop. Back then, it's like they didn't even want us on none of the networks. They didn't want us. They don't want nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
We had that little Rap City box, but now they can't even sell Doritos without having a rap on it. That's crazy.
So, Hutch, tell people where they can find you, when they can pick up the new
Shit,
album.
in the studio.
Oh, there you go. You always can find me in the studio. But yeah, you can. The album won't be out till later on this year. But you can always find me on Instagram. The Real Code 187, on Twitter and on Facebook. OG Big Hutch.
Okay.
So,
Anything else
yeah.
you'd like to add? Anybody?
This shit was fucking fantastic, man.
Well, thank you, Hutch, for coming
Well,
by.
thank y'all for having me. I had a great time. I'll be back when the record come out.
Please do, man.
Yes, anytime.
Bring some money in a duffel bag. Or something.
And some weed. Bring a couple pounds.
I'm gonna take you shopping, dog.
Yeah, man, I need to go.
You need that.
I need somebody to go and get that, dog.
Yeah, you need
Get
that.
all that shit.
need that in your
I think
life.
you need that in your
I'll
life.
start with the left. I'll start with the left side.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and come back. It's the Rollout Show
Need all
live
this shit
from
in the
Morris
2X.
Media Studios.
Roll out.
Oh, okay.
Down, down. Oh, I like
RT,
this dumb shit.
You should have identified that right away.
No, I was laughing at your dumb shit, and they're like, I actually like this dumb shit.
Uh-oh, Speedy
right
finna
here.
do his little shimmy.
Uh-oh, back out vest.
Hysterical.
Speedy, oh my God.
Speedy as flock of seagulls.
Yeah, because white people.
Yeah, you didn't look.
Why have to be a slow pass? Like, you know I'm over here.
Like you moved. All right, big dog.
All right, man. Appreciate that, man.
Sometimes I feel like
See you, man.
got to run away. Are we back?
Got to
Get away. Oh, shit.
the Carltons.
No, we doing the shingle. RT doing the shingle.
Then the shingle.
Do the shingle. Scratch your snip. Scratch your snip.
Scratch his snip.
No, she can't hear.
Now she don't want to do the shingle.
Let me get your headband over your ear. And sleep at night. Oh!
I run from you.
Now I run from you. Hold on, I got another one, nigga. Fuck
Oh. Oh, this is my
Hey.
shit. Yes. Some Tears for Fears on that ass.
Tears for Fears. They only had one album.
But this album was the shit, though. Sold a gang of records.
Ain't got a Grammy.
You ain't got no hungry like the wolf.
Yes, I do.
Uh-oh. From
Duran
Duran.
the white. I mean, when it come to RTs, I got them all.
Yeah, you got them clear music.
There's no turning back.
Why you?
RT's over there in the shoulder. Shit right here.
Yeah, turn it up, Speed.
I don't have
That's when you had the mullet. You get him with the mullet, RT.
Yeah, party in the front. No, business in the front, party in the back. That's a
that what a
mullet.
mullet is?
That's a mullet.
Because it's business in the front, party in the back, baby.
It's the all new rollout show. We're extended hour. Our boss said we can extend.
Yeah, we got like.
Normally she be trying to get us the fuck
I
out
know,
of here.
right?
Speedy, we just not gonna keep rambling. My bad.
Well, we have a couple segments we didn't get to
You
today.
think?
Yeah, we had hella guests though. It was
Run
great.
past
It was
our
great.
shit.
Yeah, it was good. Good guest today.
Great guest.
I have a hilarious story for weird white people news.
Oh, do share.
It's a story that I looked up this morning that I thought was fucking hilarious. This dude, Harold Hinthorn, he's in trouble with the police because he took his wife hiking in the Rocky Mountains.
Oh, we know what happened next.
and pushed her to her death.
Of course.
And could
Jack
not
and Jill.
explain to the cops why there was an X marked on his map.
That's not funny.
I was
It's not funny, but
There
God.
are people.
Who's still using a map?
And who's still crossing with an X?
Who went? All right, let's
got like
a
an
little
old-
bit further.
he's got an old pirate map.
Yeah, she's like, is that where the treasure? Yeah, that's the treasure right there.
Like 20 steps north.
It's
see
down
my
the
spray-
cliff. The treasure's down the cliff. I'm gonna give you help.
What's kind of spray painted, bitch?
What kind of Wile E. Coyote damn?
No.
Use an Acme map?
Yeah, you got an Acme map. But I'm like, he couldn't explain to the police. The police are like, why do you have this X right where you pushed your wife?
Well,
She's like, she just happened to fall there.
no, ask me. Watch it.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Mr. Clear Guy.
Yeah.
Why did you happen to have an X on your map?
Because if you stand here, you can see the stars.
And the moon. And
Look, it's daytime.
and the green clover.
Again. And the bottom of the river. You can see it all.
And you're guilty.
Because X marks the spot.
X marks the spot where you'll be in jail.
So he's in jail.
Oh yeah, he's in jail because that's a common thing. People
Why you couldn't explain it though?
you take because he's a dumbass.
He could
First
be
off,
like, I was hunting for
Barry.
buried treasure.
A berry chair?
Buried treasure. Buried treasure.
Barry Chester.
Buried treasure. Buried.
But that's fucked up. It's like why do you have to mark the spot and he didn't
And he
tear
had
up
a
the
photo
map.
of his pocket.
Yeah, he had a photo of
yeah,
his pocket.
shit. I ain't did shit.
I thought that's where the gas station was.
shit.
I don't know.
I just live right up the street.
It shows little footprints going up, and then
I
it shows
need to see
4 sets
supervisor-
of footprints, and then now shows just
Yeah, he put 2 sets, and then on the way back he just put one.
So what is this little note you have by the X? Push wife here. What is that?
push her into what she believes
was
in.
trying to push her
Into a relationship. That's what I want.
Now we're not making light of the young lady who passed, which was
No,
bad.
but I just
making
think,
light of the bad murder plot.
yeah,
Like
the
that's
bad
ever
murder
stopped
plot
you,
that this
see?
dude left evidence of the X marks the spot
Exactly.
of the murder scene. What an idiot.
And then on the other side it said, "Hooray, the witch is dead."
I did it. Yes.
Too soon.
And that's a wonderful story for weird white people news.
He had the map in one pocket, and he had the insurance policy in the other pocket.
Yeah.
You gonna sign this shit now. I don't need your signature.
He
man.
had her sign and she pushed off. Why does it go all the way down? Mary, yay!
That's how she signs shit.
Yay!
So, Kente,
Go word of the day.
let's
please.
go word of the
Bullshit
day.
right
Let's
now.
get this moving.
Word
Of the day.
Word of the day with Kente.
Hey, we think you're white news.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank
I like
you.
That,
That was
X
just
marks
one
the
story.
spot.
Get you one more story.
have
We don't have time today for this.
The word of the day is vacillate.
Vaseline?
No,
Vacillate.
vacillate.
What does that mean?
Up to
I'm
ponder,
gonna
right?
spell it first.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
No, it doesn't.
Pre-cum?
Vacillate.
Vacillate.
Yes, it means to alternate or waver between two different opinions or actions. Be indecisive.
So I was wrong when I said
you
to
said to ponder. Yes, nigga, you're wrong.
It's
That is.
That is the same
That's
thing. That's what you just said.
Pondering means you're thinking about something. That does not mean
Thinking
you're
about the
indecisive.
decision.
No.
So
okay,
Speedy-
y'all gonna make it work. Make it work for y'all.
Speedy vacillates between Burger King and Wendy's.
Yes.
All right.
Right.
I slept shit out. It's not even your turn. It's always Pam first.
Every morning, Pam vacillates between the blue pill or the red.
Okay, I like that. All right. Pam. Vacillate.
Well, y'all had two good ones. I vacillated this morning on which scarf to wear.
I know you did. I know you did.
Portis?
Knew you was gonna go there.
I got a great one. Yeah.
Who's
Vacillate.
hitting the microphones? Thank you.
Pam's scarf. That was Pam's scarf.
That was the
Oh, you know what
shingles?
it is? It's my iPad, sorry.
Yeah, move it.
Go ahead, Speedy. Let me think on mine.
Vacillate.
Okay.
You know he copies you usually.
Yeah, I know. That's why I need
Yeah.
yours.
Can't go out of order.
He's like
What the hell?
vacillate.
When I was,
I shall
I got one.
vacillate for a second.
when I was home alone last night, I vacillated.
That's Vaseline.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Vaseline.
Oh, sorry about that.
Vacillate. Okay. Pam's boyfriend is vacillating between
The
going
birthday trip.
Thank you. Birthday trip.
and flag
And flag football.
and spinning.
Right round, baby. Right round.
You did that. You did that.
That was a good one, though.
Vacillate.
Speedy did it.
Vacillate.
Pam, I mean, POTUS.
POTUS.
In the beginning, I often vacillated on whether to get a job or to give up or to go
Start
to
the
the studio.
studio.
But you started the studio. Fuck the man. Fuck the job.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't have nowhere to hang.
Vacillate on that, punk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vacillate on
Vacillate
these
on-
nuts.
right.
Do you actually use that word?
I do use vacillate. Yes.
You do.
Uh-huh.
I've
Yeah, I
never
think
heard
we
you
all
say
use
anything.
Because we haven't vacillated on anything in here.
I don't like how you use it. You sound like him.
I'm gonna go home vacillate myself.
No. You.
Yeah, I'm gonna vacillate
See, that's
all
that.
night.
That's that country vacillating. I vacillate on cousin Jenny or sister Pam.
You mean ejaculate? Yeah, that's what I said, boy.
every night
Hey, look, as long as it's a girl, cousin. I ain't gay.
or the lights are off.
All right, so we got to get to my other favorite part, which is it's now time for
TV junkie.
TV Junkies with
Speedy.
and Pam.
Did you point yourself?
I had to, right? I know how to. I know how to jump rope, motherfucker.
Scarf.
All right, TV Junkies, just in case the first time tuning in. We are TV Junkies. We're trying to get you hooked on the TV shows that we like, so you'll be at home and you won't get pulled over.
Right.
So, what do you have for me today, baby girl?
My first one is Next Generation Hip Hop is going to be on WeTV, and
Next Generation. Oh, I know
it's
what it is.
exploring the members of hip hop royalty, and they're using the members of they're using the kids or legends of legends. They're using Damon Dash, Rev Run.
Didn't Red Run already had a show?
I know, right? El DeBarge's daughter, Peppa, and Tretch's.
La DeBarge?
Actually, C. DeBarge.
Oh, La DeBarge.
So basically, Romeo, Angela
DeBarge.
Simmons, Damon Boogie Dash, Christina DeBarge, and Sandra.
You ain't gonna give her Christina. You gonna give her just Christina cool name, but your name is L. You gotta give her something cool.
Yeah, you gotta have a cool name.
She's
DeBarge.
mad at you. Right
Bunny DeBarge. Remember they have Bunny?
Oh yeah,
Throw it
Bunny.
under the bus.
I mean,
That sounds good. Bunny DeBarge.
See,
What?
again.
Her name Christina, a cool name, but not for a DeBarge.
Yeah, you need a better
she's
name than
right there.
Christina.
I saw the promo the other
She
day.
mad. She like,
She like,
Is she a DeBarge?
no.
She's a Christina.
Oh, she's a Christina.
No, but I saw the promo the other day, and it looked
cool?
really, really good. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll see. We'll
We
see how it
TV. I
does.
don't even know if I had that channel.
What's your Speedy?
Football.
Coming back.
Look, you know,
nothing else
it's
to say
football
but
tomorrow.
Yep.
It's football Saturday.
Yep.
It's football Sunday.
Yep.
And guess what? It's football Monday.
It sure is.
My Falcons play the
Ain't nothing else to watch. You niggas doing any other watching? I'm telling you right now, women, ladies,
Move out the way.
Deal with it.
go to the mall.
That's
It's
right.
Football.
Hilarious.
It's four games tomorrow.
It's one game tomorrow. Pittsburgh and the Patriots play tomorrow. Then Saturday is college. Sunday is a full slate. Then it's two games on Monday night.
yeah.
Damn, I
Again.
never get no dick now.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, you wasn't getting none either with Shangos.
Nigga had shingles.
Shingles!
Yeah, you had the
I'm
shingles.
healed.
You had the groin. Yeah, you ain't fucked in a
Captain of the flag football team.
And he had the spin.
Captain Sparrow. Anyway,
Do you have a second one, or is it just still football? Because I do.
football.
Yeah, the second one's football. College football.
But I have another one. Fresh Dressed. Now this was on. This already
Fresh
came.
dress like $1 million.
The on the ballot
It's
shoes
so
and the fly
funny,
green
yes.
socks.
But you're
Check
never
out
going to
the-
believe this, but it was on
oh, no.
CNN.
Went back in.
I forgot
Macango. Then I dilly.
Dally.
I ran in.
Alley.
I jumped into the homegirl.
Sally.
Front-
Valley.
Oh. look, Chris like, I don't know that.
I'm not sure. Old ass.
With your old ass nursery rhyme.
What is it called?
No,
Fresh
but it's
dress?
called Fresh Dress, and basically what they do is they chronicle hip hop fashion and the gangs of the '70s in the South Bronx, and what tripped me out, they talked to Kanye and Pharrell, and it's basically about hip hop fashion, which you would enjoy. And I thought about Poet. I started to call her, but I don't know why I didn't. But it goes back to the Kangos, why and everything. Remember when they spray painted your face on jackets?
Yeah,
the
and
guy
jeans.
they talk
Yeah.
and jeans.
So when did the
Tennis shoes.
Smokey the Bear hat come into the picture? When the
know,
fuck did
right?
that happen?
But yeah, I mean, it was a really good dog.
Wooden. Oh yeah,
Pharrell wore the
Pharrell.
goddamn Smokey the Bear hat.
Yeah.
Because those guys know if they wear something, all of a sudden it becomes a trend.
Somebody's gonna wear it.
Everybody went to
Smokey the Bear is
Arby's.
happy as fuck.
He's like,
Everybody
only
with
you can wear my hat.
Blurred lines. No.
But yeah, that was, and it tripped me out because you would think it would be on HBO or something. Like it was on CNN.
Wow.
So I couldn't believe it. I was like,
Oh, it already
wait,
came on.
what? So it came on, but they're going to replay it. So
Oh.
if you get a chance to watch it,
And it's called again?
Fresh Dressed.
Like $1 million.
It's-
Threw on my ballet shoes and my fly green socks.
Stepped out my house, stopped short.
Oh, no.
I went back in. I forgot.
Kango.
Then I dilly.
Dally.
I ran in.
Alley.
I up to an old girl.
Sally.
From the
Valley.
valley.
Yeah.
What's the show called again?
Nigga, Fresh Dressed.
Like $1 million to on.
Fly green socks.
She got helmet. Nigga, fresh dress.
And what show would you bring back?
Give me a break.
Neil Carter.
Because they had Rosie O'Donnell, which I forgot about.
Rosie O'Donnell's on there?
Yeah, Joey Lawrence and Nell Carter, who, was
Nell
a
Carter,
star.
passed away,
and
but-
Yes.
Nell was a
she
talent.
was she could sing.
She do everything.
She was in what? She was in Dreamgirls, right?
Yeah, she was a dream girl.
Oh, was
That's
she
where
in
she was
Dreamgirls?
discovered.
And Ain't Misbehaving.
Yeah,
On Broadway.
yeah.
The Broadway.
Yeah.
Dream Girls, okay.
Yeah.
I missed her. Yeah, she was so funny, and it was.
And back then, you could
she
get
took care
a
of the
show.
white kids, but
yeah, they always do that.
Yeah.
But
We need help.
We ain't gonna call her the nanny. We just,
I'm sorry.
right.
Took care of the artists.
Yeah. He said we need help.
Change my diapers.
Yeah. That's a face. Yeah.
you're
that looks
18.
like a
Need
face.
food.
Yeah.
You're 18.
I'm not gonna do this, Daddy. And the black sass lady come in. You gonna do? Okay, now.
Yeah.
Sure speak.
But that's the only way you can get a show. If you was a big girl, you had to
Yeah.
be
Yeah, you had to be
either
the nanny.
somebody's
Watch the white
mama
kids.
or you watch the kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Nell Carter destroyed.
Yeah. What was yours, Speedy?
Monday Night Football.
Yeah. Bring it back. With Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell.
Lord.
This is Howard Cosell.
Look at that little monkey go.
Shit, the
I'm glad you
old
said it. I was gonna say.
back in the day, y'all don't understand that. Then they tried because every year, for some reason, they want to try to switch it up.
Yeah.
Right.
Like when they changed the music, motherfuckers was hot as
Yeah.
fish. Just leave that motherfucker. It should still be playing.
Oh,
Like
because
right
Hank Williams.
now. Yeah, well, not Hank.
shit about
not before
Obama.
Hank.
Even
When the
before-
old school.
old shit, yeah.
Yes. And so they always try to switch it up. But Howard, I'm talking about Howard,
Frank Gifford.
Frank
Frank,
Gifford.
yeah, we're the best
Oh,
at it.
rest in peace, Frank.
Dandy,
Yeah,
Dandy,
Frank
Dandy
is
Down
bad.
Melvin.
Yeah.
They were fucking
Yes.
the best. And until Howard started,
Yeah.
look, and I saw that.
Get that.
I did.
You're like, wait a minute.
And I went, did he say
And everybody got quiet in the booth. They're like,
he said monkey?
yeah.
And, and you saw everybody got quiet, and then they went, "We gonna go to commercial." They still playing. They gonna go to commercial.
No, we have to go to commercial.
Hiking the ball.
Yeah, Danny Down would be
And
like, "Turn
that-
out the lights, the party's over." He said that right after he said, "Look at that little monkey."
And
Go,
then-
Turn out the
Look at
lights.
that little.
And then for college football, you bring back
Keith Jackson.
Oh,
Nelly.
Alabama.
Oh, Nelly, the Alabama Crimson Tide versus the Auburn Tigers.
Oh, Nelly.
We got a barn burner, the Oklahoma Sooners.
He always said, Fumble, Alabama. He wouldn't even be Alabama. Fumble, Alabama.
It's Oklahoma, Keith. It doesn't matter if I'm Alabama.
That's what I would bring back. Yeah. Those guys were great. And I think the other one I bring back is, remember on Saturdays, Wide World of Sports.
Oh, yes.
This is the Wild World of Sports.
The agony of defeat.
Yeah, dude, fall off the ski
Every
slope.
weekend he failed.
Yeah.
Every weekend that nigga said, again, I got shit.
He ain't get no residuals.
That's the shit I would bring back. But I did watch.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I watched. What's the name of the shit? I don't know. I don't even want to.
It's your story.
The LeBron James one.
His show.
You don't like Survivor's Remorse?
Yeah, that's it. Survivor's
Okay,
Remorse.
here's the problem.
I like it.
The problem,
Okay,
and
well,
I was
this would be a
telling
good
her,
little battle,
I said,
because I
the problem I
haven't
had,
seen it yet.
if you saw Entourage,
Well, yeah.
let me finish. Once you see Entourage, really should have been about Eddie Murphy had a real. Black people have Entourage. White folks don't have Entourage.
Mark Wahlberg had Entourage.
But no, not
Barely.
in LA.
It wasn't
Here,
like
Eddie had an entourage.
Jamie's entourage.
He had an entourage. We have entourages. That's what we do.
Yeah,
A whole bunch of your homies,
See,
nigga. We
but
all
y'all
go,
took the
tag.
name
Let
of
me get it. So I thought, if anything, LeBron should have did that thing like his little entourage and just go for it. Just be a black entourage.
So you mad at the fact
Because they
he
didn't do
did
it right,
something
and it
else?
wasn't funny.
You didn't think it
It's
was
not
funny.
funny.
It's
funny.
No, it's not.
I like Tichina Arnold and Mike Epps on there. They funny.
They're not funny.
They're funny.
And the dynamics is just about the people in the house. Normally, if you play basketball, you have other outside
yeah.
friends.
Well-
you have a whole bunch of outside friends, and your family are the leeches.
Yes, well, that's true.
You know that.
But you got to talk about a budget. So we not having no outside folks.
He's LeBron
And-
James.
Yeah, I was saying,
but
ain't like it was a
LeBron James
budget
only
issue.
executive produced it. He didn't put the money up for it.
But his name, he
put his name
but he
on it.
attached
Well,
to
no,
it, so
wait,
that
wait,
means
wait,
So
how
people
did he
could
get
come.
money?
Yeah.
He
Other
didn't put the
people
money
would
up for
come.
this.
He said he didn't?
No, he
Well, how
wrote
did he
the
get
script
an EP credit?
because he executive produced. He brought the project just like Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg didn't put the money up for Entourage.
Oh, okay.
He went to the network, and the network put the money up for
at
him.
the end of the day, it's
Well,
not.
nobody-
To
I
like
me,
it.
I'm just going
I
to
like
be
it.
real with it.
I like it.
I didn't think it's funny.
I like it.
I didn't think it's funny.
Well, I'm going to check it out this weekend. And
What was it? What was
This has been a difference of opinion on the Rollout Show.
what was the show that you said that we should watch?
She didn't say.
Which one? Oh, Fresh Dress.
Fresh dress.
Like $1 million,
on ballot shoes
and fly green socks. Stepped out my house, stopped short.
Oh, no.
I went back in. I forgot
McCango.
And I
Dally.
ran through the
Alley.
jumped into the old girl
Sally.
from the
Valley.
Yeah, Pete, where you at on that one, punk?
Yeah, you ain't call her.
She's on her phone.
She gonna cut
talking to Slick Rick right now.
like they're fucking up
He's
your
pissed.
song.
Slick Rick's pissed.
And that's been
Damn.
TV Junkies.
with
Pam.
and Speedy.
Y'all messed it up.
This is what happens when we go
fuck
too
it
long.
up. We fuck it up every time.
With
Pam. Oh, it's Speedy. I'm sorry, with Speedy.
Goddamn, forget it.
move your band to the other side. That bullshit.
That's my bad.
Who's on first?
What happened when,
We need to rehearse
What
that.
happened when POTUS give us too much time? You got 3 hours.
We're out of time, right, P? We're out of time, P.
Hey, but don't forget to join us
Yeah, go ahead.
at the Pro Bowl in Hawaii 2016.
Aloha.
January 28th, February 2nd. All the crew's going to be there.
Yup.
It's going to be POTUS' birthday. All you got to do is go to upaciplan.com, put down your $100 deposit. You have till November, which is like 8 weeks now.
Mm-hmm. It's coming
Pay
up.
off the rest and come on out. What else is
Yep.
going to be there? What else you got to do, Pam?
Go to, I guess POTUS is busy, but you got to go to the website, upaciplan.com, and then go to the drop down box, go to Pro Bowl in Hawaii. Make sure
Why'd
you
you
click
point at the
on-
paper like it's on there?
I know, I couldn't remember.
Go to the drop down
drop box,
box,
go-
click roll out.
And
No,
go
you
to
said-
orange construction paper and go to.
See, I'm sorry, POTUS. I tried to let Pam have. She
Yeah,
couldn't
it
do
was
it.
like-
But earlier you said you
Can't
pull
nobody
down
be
the box.
POTUS. Can't
You
nobody
said-
be POTUS.
Last time you said pull the box down.
Pull the promo.
Yeah, pull your box
promo
out.
down.
Pull the promo
box
down.
out. Yeah, pull your box out.
Pull your promo down and pull out your iPack.com.
Pull out your iPad.com.
Yeah, so
Oh, it's been
Where can they find you, Speedy?
There you go.
Off your
Thanks,
mic.
P.
yeah.
Wrap it up.
I'm never.
Something you're not familiar with doing.
Come on. He wraps his hot dogs in bacon. Come on.
Give him his credit.
He wraps it up.
I've never done it. Do you know they sell that in the store now?
It is delicious.
They sell it already wrapped up in the.
Wow.
with the-
Well,
with
you
the-
can get that for after the club.
Hey,
at the
POTUS
little-
won though.
I'd like to double down on this pork.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, hey,
I want to make sure all my arteries are closed.
Yeah, I did that.
Go
Go
ahead, Pam.
almost died.
You can find me on IG, Twitter, and Periscope at Nikki Pam 2Ks.
And itchy.com.
Itchy and Scratchy.com.
Itchy and Scratchy Show.
That was a funny meme too, FYI.
She got in the car with me. She's like, why is it plastic on the seat? I don't know. You are not touching
Why is it skull and crossbones in here?
Oh, this is great.
Contagious, Kentegious, not like Pam's contagious. On everything.
Hilarious.
Instagram, Periscope, Twitter, all that stuff.
Now, just in case you're at home and you can't, for some reason, look at the show, Kente, every time she got the mic, he pulled it back.
Wiped it down.
Yeah, he fucked it down.
He was all hoarding the mic.
He was just like this.
Like,
Motherfucker just like, fuck that.
He was breathing on
Especially during the 187 interview.
know.
They
And
I
wouldn't
was
even
like-
let Pam
I thought y'all
Can I
Pam
get
fight.
one?
ask a question.
Yeah, so
Pam was doing like this. So when can I get in?
Like, no, just say it from there. Write
Kente
it
was
down.
boxing out the mic.
What?
I got it. Rebound. I got it.
It's your boy Speedy. You can get me at Speedy is Funny on everything, including Periscope. I need more than 2 friends. Speedy is Funny on everything. It's Speedy IZ Funny. And on Facebook, it's Comedian Speedy. And we got a lot of stuff coming up. I got some other good news that I'll tell the group a little later on. But we're also going to be.
I don't trust Speedy. I
Wow. Bonus is killing from behind the
don't.
glass.
He'll go, I got some great news.
From the booth way downtown. Bang.
We have some cups.
And I'm RT Steckel. You can reach me at RT Comedy, RT Steckel Comedy on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm not on Periscope, but I am on Horoscope. If you would like to watch me vacillate in
What's
my
your
own time.
sign?
Wait, say that again.
What's your sign?
Stop.
Oh, please more. No.
What's your sign? Call your supervisor.
No, but so please check me out. Good things in the
What's
future.
your sign, though?
My sign?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a Pisces.
Oh, you're Pisces.
That's great.
Yeah. Why? What happened?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Did I do
You don't
something?
need shit, trust
Nothing.
me.
No.
Only black people go, hey, what are you, Virgo? No, them motherfuckers is freaky. Everybody freaky. Everybody freaky.
Yeah.
People have been asking when are we going to go podcast. We're working on that, so we should probably be up and running with our podcast in about a week or so. So we'll keep you posted on that.
Nice.
That's
I'm like, what?
Also, like us on Facebook under
Yeah.
Speedy and Friends and The Poetess. I have a
Remember-
page. And also, we have a private page for the fans of The Rollout Show called The Rollout Chat Room. That's
Different
two
words. 2 words, not all one word.
Yeah.
So
Chat
you
room.
can see the memes. We'll be announcing this week's
I
meme
found a winner.
contest winner on Friday.
Yes.
People have already made new memes.
I know. I see them. They're hilarious.
I want to see him.
I just got a text
Bless you,
from
POTUS.
I just got a text from Kente. He says his mic smells like shingles.
Shingles smell
If I get pink eye, I'm going to kill you, Pam. If it gave me scurvy.
You gonna be looking at the beer going, I see it.
I go, see it's coming.
That's the worst one to get is pink eye.
Oh.
That means you
Yeah.
you a nasty motherfucker. Ugh. Pretty much nasty. Poetess.
It's common in schools. Kids
No.
get
Big
it all the
time, yeah.
That and
Kids get
ringworm.
lice.
That
Kids-
and what's that
kids are
kissing?
nasty.
Mononucleosis.
Yeah.
The kissing
I
I couldn't
disease.
even say that.
Mononucleosis.
Yep.
Damn. Sounds like you need to be quarantined
Yeah,
You do have to be.
by some Russian doctors. Yes, you have mononucleosis. You infect the whole village.
How do they reach you? Poetess?
If you're looking to do a show or your own podcast,
There you
you
go.
can email me at contact@morrismediastudios.com. We're going to be testing out some new shows at the end of the month.
You keep saying that. I ain't seen nobody.
It's not the end of the month yet, fucker.
Boom! In your face. Shut up, Speedy.
I love when boys cussing out speed. Fucker.
He loves it. He loves it.
That one cut right to the
Favorite was
glass.
fat fuck. I don't care
Dumb
what
fuck.
nobody
I feel like she shakes when she cusses. Fucker.
Fucker.
Like it bubbles
Speedy
up.
sits back like Speedy sits back like I just sprayed him with Raid.
Like you just skeeked on his chest.
Run like roaches
okay.
with the lights
Oh,
on.
sorry.
No, we're gonna test out just a couple of shows, but if you're interested in doing one, you know,
And it's good.
hit us up.
Stupid motherfuckers.
Well, even if it's bad,
Oh, yeah, we just testing. So bring everything.
It is a test.
We'll
if it's bad, we'll let the fans handle
yeah,
it.
Yeah, the fans will get you.
We'll clown you on our show if it's bad.
Oh
Trust
my
me, we'll give you the
gosh.
whole barrel.
Exactly.
We'll give you the whole shingle. What's it say?
Call Miss Cleo.
Call me now. Call me now.
With a tie on her head.
They are fucking killing these memes.
Well, we want to thank our fans for rolling with
God.
us. We appreciate it. Again, follow us on Twitter. Rollout is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And I want to make sure I do all the people who listen to the show, and you may not have a chance to call in, and you just get a chance to laugh for the little 3 hours that we do this shit. We definitely appreciate you, and hopefully we can add some more.
And buy a T-shirt.
And
support
I see a lot of new listeners.
And this show has been brought to you by Kraft Shingles.
Buy a T-shirt, you guys. Speedy has a whole garage full.
Yeah.
And then that
Buy
could
a
go
hoodie.
So
forward.
Sean Connery wants to say something to Pam.
This show has been brought to you by Kraft Shingles. Brought to you by Sean Connery.
So we out of here. We'll see you guys.
We'll see you Friday. It is Freaky Friday. We'll have
You got a song
We gonna have a
queued
porn
up?
star?
Huh?
We gonna have a porn star?
Yeah, we're gonna get somebody.
We got a porn
Yeah, we've been
A
slipping
female?
on Freaky Friday.
Yeah, we have to stay with the theme, y'all.
Yeah, because I know who we should bring. But
Who
It's a lady.
We have a
this song goes out to
Play that
RT.
shit. Nigga, that's my shit.
All right, go ahead and turn it up.
Nigga.
Hey.
That's my shit.
Yes! White people rock!
We'll catch you guys back here Friday. Have a good one.
Roll out.
Yeah.